So she started to cry, and she said to me, if you live, and that's a big if, because I had 7% of my liver left, I was bleeding on the inside of my stomach. She said, if you live, I want you to go out and find out why you got so wrecked. And that was almost 34 years ago now, and I have been looking and finding out why I got so wrecked, and now I understand why I got so wrecked, and I'm understanding why other people get wrecked. And I've been working with people for a long time. Last year alone, I spoke to 17,000 kids. I've been talking in schools since 1988. And there was literally hundreds of kids recently emailing me, telling me horrific stories, painful stories. You know, drunken mothers trying to kill them, fathers, you know, not believing there's sexual abuse, all kinds of stories. And I've gone through so much therapy. Screaming into pillows, pounding couch pillows, crying and realizing what it really is about, child abuse is about, and what damage and how it affects, what the effects are, and how I had to 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 day at a time, that I had to live because it was so painful looking at all of my childhood. I didn't want to look at it. I thought it was in the past. It's in the past. I'm sober and I'm clean now, and I got into AA and I'm starting to change my life, and things are good. But this pain was in there. There's this pain. I didn't understand it. And my therapist, wonderful, wonderful woman, Lila, she was patient and she listened to me and she pointed things out to me, and it just all started to fall into place. And I spent 5.5 years, twice a week, sitting in front of her for an hour and a half. And I told her my story that I didn't even know was my story. And she fed back to me things that I needed to know about my story. And it was really, it changed everything. It's just like I cried and cried and cried. I cried for one whole year. I spent crying in bed. I could barely get out of bed. I was crying so much. I didn't even know what I was crying about half the time. And writing in my journal. I wrote volumes of journal stuff. And my life changed. My life is not perfect today. I still still have trouble sleeping because my dad coming home late at night and waking us all up. I still struggle. I struggle with some, feeling deserving of finances and things like that. But I have a wonderful family. I have wonderful kids. I live with a very wonderful woman, and I'm okay. Like, I'm amazed. I'm really amazed that I'm still alive, and each day I get up, I just sit in the side of my bed, and I say, I'm so grateful to be alive and sober and clean today. And if that's all, if it's a really crappy day and all things falling apart, I still always have that I'm alive and I'm sober and clean. I don't have to go use drugs and alcohol. I don't have to be violent. And for 34 years, I have not been to prison, I have not been violent, and I have not had a drink or drugs. And I feel good about that. And my kids were raised without seeing me drunk, without having me come home and wreck the house. So I want to thank you for listening to my story. I go to schools and universities and whoever needs me to talk. And I just want you to know that if you want to know more or get a hold of me, go to my website, JIMMANDELIN.ca, jimmandolin.ca. And if you need me for any of your functions, all money is negotiable. You know what? I will always do alternate kits and the kids' jails for free, because that's where my heart is. And I just want to thank you all, and hope you got something out of my video.